Hey YouTube, so here we are in the sewers, and I know I've invaded a host and 2 phantoms on their way to basement Moog. So I'm about to run into a room full of 3 players, which doesn't usually end well, but I know there's an elevator, so that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and grab the elevator, and I do. And a phantom, for some reason, tries to follow me. So there we go, that's one down. Now, I know they have to come down, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to get Spark Aromatic ready. Try and catch the host. And there we go. Got them with Nagakiba and Sword Dance, which for me is one of the best weapon and Ash of War combinations in the game. And that's what this video is going to show you. Lots of Nagakiba invasions, mostly with Sword Dance, but also a little bit of Vacuum Slice as well. So here's an ambush. So what I like about Sword Dance is obviously it's fast on the right weapon, and the Nagakiba is fast. It's really good for closing distance. So, you know, if you've got a player running towards you and you use Sword Dance, you're probably going to hit them before they hit you. If someone is running away, it's quite good for closing the distance as well. You might kind of catch them before they can get too far away. Other stuff I've got on this build, I've got Deflecting Hardtear, so I got a guard counter there and was able to put off the host enough so they fell off the bridge. And I've got Curved Sword Talisman to boost guard counters, Alexander Shard, Bullgoat's Talisman. I've got the 2-handed sword talisman as well for extra damage. Right, so this one here, this is Elden Ring PvP in a nutshell. I've been spawned right next to 3 players. So here I am at rune level 90, but you can see one of the phantoms has got the Great Sword of Damnation, one of the DLC weapons, one of the most obnoxious DLC weapons with that Ash of War. You've got Dragon Breath. You know, they are relentless. There's not much for me to do here. I could try and run away, but there's 3 of them and they're just going to hunt me down, and you can see they're pretty aggressive. So sometimes you just have to go for it and see what happens. You can see Black Flame Tornado, we've got more L2 spam, we've got explosions, lights, lasers. It's not looking good, is it? So I've got Vacuum Slice there, which I really like, but hey, guess what? We got Rock Breath, we got lasers, we got Blue Katana. There we go, and finished off with a lovely set of teabags. Thanks, guys. GG. But what I wanted to do in this video is actually talk about the Nagakiba. I'd say recently much maligned Nagakiba. So I've been using this since pretty much day 1 of doing invasions, because I was after a katana for my Big Boss cosplay. Now, if you cast your mind back to the launch of Elden Ring, you know, if there was one katana that you saw people using, it was Moonveil. Obviously, because Moonveil was super strong. You know, the Ash of War was great, Transient Moonlight. So, you know, I don't begrudge anyone using it, by the way. I used it myself on PvE. You know, it was super strong. So that's the one that you saw. And then, obviously, FromSoft fixed the scaling on Rivers of Blood. So that one was everywhere as well. So you didn't see the Nagakiba too much. It's a bit of a stretch to say it was slept on, but when you saw a katana, you know, it was Moonveil or Rivers. But as you know, Moonveil got a little bit of a nerf, Rivers got a little bit of a nerf. Other stuff in the game as well, you know, crouch poke and jump attacks. As those got nerfed, you started to see the Nagakiba a little bit more, and it's probably about a year ago that I started people noticing really start to complain about it. Particularly if it was equipped with Spinning Slash. Now, I used Spinning Slash on the Nagakiba because it was really, really strong. And as an invader, it was a really great anti-gank tool. So if you've got 2 or 3 players surrounding you, you know, they're all spamming attacks at you. To have something that comes out that quick, you know, it does 360-degree damage. You can trigger the multi-hit bonus if you've got Millicent's Prosthesis or the Rotten Wind Sword Insignia. If it's buffed as well. You know, I've got clips of me taking out, you know, kind of 2 or 3 players at the same time with it. So from an invader's perspective, for me, it was a necessary tool to deal with. to deal with gankers. And equally, if you had someone spamming Bloodhound Step, you know, it was a really good way of catching them. But obviously in the kind of the balance patch that FromSoft did with the release of the DLC, Spinning Slash had a little bit of a nerf, which to be honest, I think is kind of a shame. I think particularly if you put it in the context of the weapons they've added in the DLC, I think Nagakiba with Spinning Slash is kind of the least of people's problems, you know, with backhand blades and Swift Slash, and if anyone's seen Falx, that's absolutely brutal. Great Sword of Damnation, you know. I think it was fine as it was, but hey, it is what it is. But with Sword Dance, it's still super strong, and for me that was probably always the one out of the two that I used the more often, just because I say the speed at which it comes out, you know, your close distance, just really great. Double Slash was really good too. So I have a rune level to 80, I guess you'd call it a faith quality build. So 80 faith, 80 dex, 55 strength. What I would do is I'd buff that with Electrify Armament, you know, or I might use Bike's Dragon Bolt. And in the Colosseum, that level, you know, bear in mind you got people 1900 HP, you know, they've got good armor, good defenses. If I landed a full combo of Double Slash when the weapon was buffed, that was usually enough to, you know, to win the duel in one combo. So it's really strong. But yeah, I absolutely love the Nagakiba. It's one of my favourite weapons. Like I say, the speed, the damage, the range. You know, it's really good. You know, to me, I think it's yeah, for me, it's one of the more honest katanas in the game. If you can, you know, I mean, look at that. You know, compared to something like backhand blades, there, it's just yeah, I'm quite comfortable with my choice of weapon. So this yeah, this guy here. So this is a bonfire duelist. I don't mind people doing this. You know, if they don't heal and they don't have a rune arc, then you know what, I'm fine. I'll play along. Obviously the Colosseum is there for that, but the ones who they have the rune arc, you know, they've got twice as many heals as you, and they keep healing. You can see this guy here, he's trying to do kind of turn and burn and stuff like that. He had his great bow as well, and it's just, you know, like I say, as long as they don't have a rune arc and they don't heal, it's kind of fine. But this this duel went on for about 3 minutes. Yeah, I just, you know, I don't know, man. Just play honest, you know, just play honest. So what I'm trying to do is bait attacks so I can land a guard counter. And I was kind of finding sometimes I'd land the guard counter, but, you know, kind of wouldn't be able to follow up quickly enough. You know, so either he's rolled away or I land the guard counter, but then I can't quite get the next follow-up attack. But eventually I get him, and he gets a point down for the rune arc and the healing. Yeah. Anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did and you want to drop me a like or a follow, that'd be awesome, and I will catch you on the next one. Cheers.